Last time on Art was Season 3, Potatiana scored himself a spot in the final and there's only 2 left. One of the remaining artists will be eliminated tonight. Before we get moving on to the main challenge of the semi-finals of Art was Season 3, let's talk about last episode quickly, as we know Potatiana won and has got himself a spot in the final and got the ability to not have to participate in this challenge, or they could trying to get themselves an extra win, but they chose not to, so we only have the remaining 3 competing. And just like every other Art Wars semi-finals we've ever had, the winner of this episode will choose who goes home and who joins themselves and Potatiana in the finals. So to earn that spot in the finals of Art Wars Season 3, we really wanted to push and challenge the semi-finalists. So for the main challenge, they were given a theme of fan art. So really they did have a big kind of like genre and like gap to do anything they really like. But the big twist was they had to do 3 different characters. Yes, that means they had to draw 3 different people and a background, all within the space of 7 days. Now that's quite a tough thing to do, and let me tell you, they're the semi-finalists for a reason, because they've all pulled it off. Here are the 3 pieces of drawing done this episode. It is now time to give the semi-finalists some feedback, because it possibly could be their last before the finals next week. So starting off with Candy Me Like, who is the top drawing out of the ones you can see. Candy Me Like has absolutely smashed it. The past 2 weeks, I would say, they're coming back with a vengeance after that little rough patch they had. Now we have been harsh, but this is a different level of talent we've never seen on Art Wars. The detail on each character is outstanding, and this is one of my favourite drawings all season, and it scored a perfect 20 out of 20. Like, that is insane. And the other 2 drawings were completely outstarred by it. It's incredible. And I can obviously now reveal they are the winner of this episode and have a spot in that final. Meaning Raindrop and Captain Q are the bottom 2, and Candy has to make that choice between who goes home. But first, here's some critiques for the bottom 2. Now, this is one thing I can say for both of the bottom 2 drawings. They're in the bottom because we have to have a bottom. Overall, they're both really cute, fun drawings, but they are a bit on the safe side. For like comparing it to Candy, it's just so safe, and it wasn't enough by a mile. Now I can say Raindrop did score slightly more, and I do agree with that. But I feel like the Powerpuff Girls were the safe route when picking 3 fan art. Do you know what I mean? It just felt like I was kind of expecting it, like, especially from Raindrop. I knew they would do something like this. Is it a good drawing? Yes. Do I get Powerpuff Girls vibes? Yeah. But it just seems a bit boring and bland, especially that background, just yellow. So the things that was said, they definitely wanted a better background, and they wanted to see something different from Raindrop. Like, for example, the profile battle, a great example of something we haven't seen. But this is what we got. And then Captain Q. Overall, it's a bit of a mess. The colours, nothing really went together, and the judging cycle wasn't the biggest fan of it. But the detail on the individual characters was really liked, especially the shading of the middle one. So, we obviously do know there is no elimination challenge. But before I reveal who Candy picked to go home, I want to go over track records and just some facts about the 2 artists in the bottom this week. So, Captain Q and Raindrop both have been placing kind of average over the season, with currently, with their track records, Captain Q is on 22 points, and Raindrop is on 24 points. Now Raindrop has never placed in the bottom 2 until this very episode of Art Wars for the whole time they've been on, which is absolutely incredibly impressive. However, Captain Q, they've been in the bottom twice now, but also last episode they did have their first win of the season. Raindrop hasn't had one yet. So in terms of track record, Captain Q should go home. But in terms of competition and who has been excelling, Captain Q should stay and Raindrop should go, because Raindrop has been safe 4 of the 6 episodes they've been in the competition. But in terms of track record, the 2 episodes they weren't in, they were counted as safe, which is 3 points. And for this episode, Potato Yarn has also been counted as safe, adding 3 points onto their track records. And if you want to see track records of every season of Art Wars, let me know and I'll pull it up on the Art Wars Instagram, link down below. But yeah, so it's time for me to reveal who is going home in 4th place of Art Wars Season 3. Candy had a really hard time picking who should go home, but they felt that the person that they eliminated had enough time on Art Wars to show their skill, and it just wasn't their time. The person going home in 4th place is the beloved Raindrop. We now have our top 3 of Art Wars Season 3. So who do you think next week will take the crown as the next Art Master? Will it be Candy Me Like from India, Captain Q from the US of A, or Potato Yana from Brazil? It's also now your time to vote who you think should be the next fan favourite, joining Awkward from Season 1 and Honey from Season 2 in the Fan Favourite Hall of Fame. So you can now vote in the comment section down below or on the Art Wars official Instagram who you think out of the eliminated artists should be fan favourite, getting a free invite to the next season of Art Wars. Stay tuned because next week is the final of Art Wars Season 3 and we have a very big announcement at the end of the episode. So thank you so much for watching the semi-finals. I've been James Fudge, this is Art Wars. Goodbye!